got our first look at Limited Pack GX Slifer Red. Make sure you guys smash the like, grab out that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more content. I had a feeling that we were going to be seeing some sort of specialty product because this is the year of the GX remake. Konami would 100% want to capitalize on that, correct? Well, what you have up here on your screen is a translation of the slide from Konami. We did get a bunch of hints as to what we can expect from this pack. So, Yu-Gi-Oh! OCG Duel Monsters Limited Pack GX Slifer Red. One box is going to be 3,500 yen. Base price is 3,182. And then these are going to be 4 cards per pack, 10 packs per box. And it's going to be 56 types of cards in total, which, I mean, is nothing too crazy. And they're going to be 56 ultra rare types. Of all of the cards, 12 of them are going to be prismatic secret rares. 24 of them will be secret rare cards. And of all of the cards, one type will have a new illustration. Now, the most interesting part about this product is this is a made-to-order product available only at Konami satellite shops, which means if anything in this pack ends up being broken or exciting, or, you know, like the alt art is just to die for, the problem here is you're not going to see a reprint of this product because it's made to order. Now, I do not hate specialty products like this. I actually am like kind of all for this. And I do support the fact that Konami makes these products for their shops in Japan, actually. It's actually quite nice for the fact that, you know, you're able to receive this sort of stuff and get excited about this. So it's going to begin, early pre-sales will be in May for this on the Japanese side of things. Now, typically things like this, I'm not exactly sure how we're going to break this down on the TCG. They could port this as a 1-to-1, but I don't really see that happening. Now, the interesting part about this is they confirmed that we're getting new cards in this. Oh boy. So the first thing you are going to see here is the Super Conductor Magnet Warrior, our Conduction Warrior plus and minus. And we are getting a new art for this, actually, which is pretty fancy on Konami's part, actually making a nice upgrade for this. Now, you're probably like, who in the world is this? Well, we had to dig out the wiki page for this thing. So this is a rock, and it's a plus minus, and it's effect monster. I love the fact that they have to emphasize that down here. But this card cannot be normal summoned or set. This card can only be special summoned by sending a plus monster and a minus monster from her hand and or your side of the field to the graveyard. And as when this card attacks, you can select one face-up plus monster or minus monster on your field to have this card gain attack equal to half of that monster's attack until the end phase. If your opponent controls a plus monster and or a minus monster, this card must attack that monster if able. I love the fact that, you know, they're emphasizing like, oh, hey, you know, we're going to create this super cool boss monster, and you're going to get something to actually use for this. Now, it's interesting that they only announced this guy, because you're probably like, what in the world are plus and minus monsters? Like, what were they doing? So I dug even further into this. So plus monsters. Plus is an effect monster subtype used by, and minus monsters, that were used by Bastion in the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Now, their effects are based on how magnets attract and or repel other magnets, depending on their charge. And then listed here is Magnet Warrior Sigma Plus. Now, if you're truly hoping for something amazing here, Sigma Plus here is a rock, and it's a plus monster. This card cannot declare an attack targeting a plus monster. And if your opponent controls a minus monster, this must attack it if able. So you're telling me here that the literal magnets on these stupid things are actually going to be influencing the actual effects on the duel. Yeah, I'm still wondering, like, how we're supposed to factor in the plus type here. Now, we've gone over here to the sub side of this. Minus monsters, once again, is an effect monster subtype related to the plus monsters and plus minus monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX used by Bastion. So we have the Magnet Warrior Omega Minus over here. Holy crap. So this, once again, is another rock monster, and it is a minus monster. This card cannot declare an attack declaring or targeting a minus monster, but if your opponent controls a plus monster, this card must attack it if able. Now, for everything that I remember about these cards are not great. These are not going to be broken power-ups by any stretch of the imagination. I'm judging by what we're seeing so far here, by this, that they're like, hey, you know, we're not going to make these incredibly powerful archetypes, but we want to give you guys these classic GX cards so you guys can actually battle with your friends and actually get the chance to enjoy them. I do not fully expect this archetype to take off at all. Actually, I'm quite immensely worried about these just being throwaway monsters. Remember, you can't design every archetype to be an incredibly powerful, you know, creation. It's just not how modern era Yu-Gi-Oh! Allows things to actually work. So, definitely an interesting one. Now, we also got this. And I squeed during the live stream. When I saw this, I was like, holy crap, we are finally going to be doing something with the Alchemy cards. We have been yelling at the top of our lungs that we want Alchemy support. All right, there have been so many cool things that you could do with the Alchemy cards in general, and the fact that Konami has just not really given us an opportunity to enjoy these things, I think it's kind of crazy, man. And the fact that we finally have this now for Chaos Distill, this thing is actually quite interesting. Any of your cards sent to the graveyard are removed from play instead. So this is a self-imposing macrocosmo effect that you place on yourself that just starts converting all of your cards to the banish pile instead. Now, I think, and don't get me wrong here, I think that there is an application for this. I think that this card might actually be quite good. Now, obviously, this will receive a tune-up. Konami's not going to just allow this card to have, you know, oh, it's a walking, talking macrocosmo for yourself. No, this thing is going to do way more than what you're initially seeing. It might actually give you a once per turn, you can summon a Helios monster from the deck, or something along that regard, or even they might turn this into a fueling effect for the Helios monsters. It's 100% possible at this point in time. But I think them making a floodgate like this is going to be very, very good. I can't wait to find a way to actually try to abuse this card because it's really good. Now, they also gave us a very nice upgraded art out here for one of Jaden's classic cards. Now, for those of you that do remember, I mean, we've had so many of these GX cards. The fact that we are getting Heroes Rule number 1 finally is really, really cool. So Heroes Rule 1, the 5 Freedoms. So select a total of 5 cards in the graveyards and remove them from play. This is just literally soul release printed on a trap card that has, you know, hero written on it. But it's such a nice upgrade. Now, if heroes actually have a way to search for this, then you just gave heroes a banish trap card that allows them to basically be able to control things. And that's very, very interesting. I will definitely take that. So this is, you know, these cards revealed aren't necessarily crazy, but there's a lot here. So remember, this is going to be a made-to-order pack in Japan. It's not exactly going to be the most expensive thing in the world, but I am happy that, you know, we are getting some GX cards. I am, once again, very curious to know what the new illustration art is going to be on this, because this is one of those particular things that you're just like, huh, you know, what do you have planned for this, Konami? What kind of craziness will we have with this? And I'm also curious to know how we're going to get this stuff ported over here as well. But the limited pack GX looking absolutely amazing. So please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think, and I will see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.